ESPN2, Dianna Russini joins us live from Stores this morning. And Dianna, how is this new territory of reaching 100 straight wins being viewed by this team going into tonight?
You know, Kev, you get the big sit-down interviews with Gino Auriemma. I get the phone interviews. I had an opportunity to talk to Gino on the drive into Stores this morning. And as you can imagine, he was typical Gino Auriemma, playing down what tonight's game means. But, you know, Kev, I was really pressing him on what this triple-digit territory means to him, to his team. He said for them, they were excited when they reached 91, 92, 93, 94, because no team has ever done that. In terms of what his message was for his team, he reminded them, you're not going to get a trophy tonight if you beat South Carolina. You're also not going to get anything taken away from you. You guys are already in the history books. And Kev, just for more perspective, just take a look at their record, 147 wins and just one loss. And, you know, one of the most common questions people ask when you say you cover the UConn Huskies, and Gino gets this question all the time, are you bored? And I asked him that today. I said, are you bored here? He said, yeah, of course I'm bored. Everyone gets bored doing anything for the last 40 years. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that sometimes it's kind of dull when you're beating teams by all these amount of points and having all these victories. But a game like tonight, playing a top 10 team, this is what he lives for. This is what he works for. This is why he recruits as hard as he does. And in terms of general excitement, I noticed just a little bit in Gino's voice. I know he tends to play it down, but he sounds pretty amped up for tonight, hitting that 100 mark.
Oh,
Kev?
No doubt. It's a good measuring stick for him and where this team is at a month away from March Madness. Also, Dawn Staley on the other side, a Hall of Famer. This current team had no preseason All-Americans, and Gino's talked about this group, especially the four players featuring Katie Lou Samuelson, Nafisa Collier, Gabby Williams, and Kia Nurse. What did he tell you about this group of four?
I know, it's incredible. It's the first time in 10 seasons he has not had an All-American on this team. And he sings their praises as compared to in years past. You know, he's always really hard on his women, especially remember when Brianna Stewart was here. He'd say, yeah, Stewie's all right. Meanwhile, you know, she's four-time All-American, 4 national titles. That said, really proud of this team because they've stepped up. They weren't expected to be this good. And I asked him which player needs more attention here, and he pointed out Kia Nurse. And he said Kia Nurse got her first start at the beginning of the streak back in November of 2014. So she has no idea what it means to lose. And take a look at her family tree. She comes from a family of athletes. Her parents played at the collegiate level. Her father played football. Her mother played basketball. Her brother plays in the National Hockey League. Her uncle is Donovan McNabb. So there's a winning way in that household. And he said Kia's biggest flaw, though, is she's so intense. She is so hard on herself, but she's done such a good job of controlling that energy. And for Kia, music helps her. She listens to Miley Cyrus's It's the Climb. I think it was popular about 5-6 years ago. Either way, it works for her. And tonight we'll see if UConn can climb to victory number 100 straight. Kev?
Won't change anything. You mentioned the family, too. Sarah Nurse is a senior forward for Wisconsin women's hockey team, second in scoring on the team. The gene pool is phenomenal. So, Dianna, thank you so much. UConn looking to extend its streak to 100 straight wins tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Jay?